Good morning, my dear brothers and sisters. In the gospel yesterday, we heard how Jesus insisted that he had come not to abolish the law, but to fulfill it. And today we learn more about what he meant by this. He says, unless your righteousness surpasses that of the scribes and the Pharisees, you will not enter into the kingdom of heaven. Well, we first begin by looking at the scribes and Pharisees as decent people. They are people who have their own expressions of righteousness. They were devoted in keeping the law, they were devoted in studying the scriptures and teaching them. And therefore, they can also be considered models of righteousness. In fact, there was a group of Pharisees known for closing their eyes when they walked past anything that might tempt them. And because of that, they always had bruises all over their bodies because they would keep their eyes closed and they would fall into pits. But they'd rather have bruises on their bodies than commit sins. So the Pharisees and scribes were seriously, really seriously committed to doing and fulfilling righteousness. But although Jesus seems to affirm the righteousness of the scribes and Pharisees, he challenges his disciples to go further, to surpass that kind of righteousness. He sets the bar higher. Surpass that. Be better than that. The same invitation is given to us. Constantly challenge yourselves to bring your righteousness to a higher level. Yes, you go to Mass every day or every Sunday. You are active in church, yes, and in the ministries that we have here. Yes, you donate to the church. But constantly ask yourself, what else can I do? How else can I grow? How else can I push my righteousness to an even higher level? How do you bring your attending to Mass every day to a higher level? Well, ask yourself, is there change happening inside my heart when I attend Mass? How do you bring your active involvement in the church to a higher level? Well, constantly ask yourself, does my involvement in the ministries in the church making my heart more accepting, more welcoming, and more compassionate towards my fellow ministers in the church and towards the people that I serve? So constantly we need to ask ourselves, in my obedience to the laws of the church, is there a radical change happening in my heart whenever or every time I do all these things? Because if there is none, perhaps it is now time to surpass the type of righteousness and bring that to perfection. Amen.